welcome to the Rise Up Show. This is episode 70, and today's episode I'm proud to host an amazing coach and health coach who began her journey at the age of 23 when she was tired of those extra kilos and decided to make a change and lost 20 pounds. Since then, she couldn't stop but kept on researching and discovering new and healthier ways of living a healthier life, sleeping good, and take care of her own body. And she couldn't stop there. She started to spread the word around and help people also to get back on their feet, lose their weight, and transform their physical body, mind, and enjoying while do so. So please welcome Céline. Hey Céline, how are you today?
Hey, and then thank you for the intro. Good intro. Thank you.
Thank you. So how are you, Céline?
I'm very well.
I'm getting it right, Céline?
Yeah, we say
So how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And you? Where are you exactly?
I'm at my so-called office. It's a coffee shop where I work.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So Céline, tell me the short version on who you are.
Short version. Okay. Basically, well, I have a very average path. I come from France. I did my studies in France. I studied in a business school, so I was into the regular career path for everyone. But I really saw right away through the internships that I didn't like the office work, being at a desk and having So from my very first internships when I was like 19, 20, I just thought this is not for me. I will finish the school, do the internships, but I didn't know what at first, but I knew I had to find something that's on the field for me. Mm-hmm. So my last internship led me to actually work on cruise ships. And over there, it was, being on the field, there's no desk, there's no computer or things like this. And I thought, oh, I love it. And I was traveling the world. So I did this for a year and a half. And through my own transformation, when I decided to lose weight, where I was, tired of the extra kilos, I decided to change my diet, but I think we'll get back to this later. I decided to change my diet and health, and so I realized that throughout different jobs that I had, I was always so passionate about helping people getting healthier. I remember so many of my colleagues coming to me to ask me for tips to lose weight, or coming with me to the gym, or I would motivate everyone to get juices instead of coffees. So this was something that was already inside my head. But I was really in my comfort zone on the ships, getting well paid. You don't pay tax, you don't pay for accommodation, you don't pay for anything, you just save and travel the world. So comfort zone, and I was thinking, whoa, I could do this for 10 years. And there was
worst place to be ever, the comfort zone.
Exactly. And there was a part of me that was like, I want to do this for 10 years, And then there was a part of me that was like, come on, that's not the life, you're away from your family. That's not the life. You're living in a cabin. And so there was always this debate inside my head, but I just couldn't step out. And I had a very bad situation with two of my managers, so bad that I decided, after 4 months of always fighting, I left, I quit, I resigned. And for so many months, I thought, what did I do? I went back home and it was winter and cold, and no job. And for so many months, I regretted so bad to just have left. I literally left in 3 days. Normally you have to give at least 1 or 2 months, to say, okay, I'm going to leave early. Yeah. I was like, I'm out of here on the next cruise, in 3 days. My whole team was like, what the hell, you cannot leave? And I was like, I don't give. Honestly, there has been so much going on that I'm out of here, And so I left, and actually after regretting it for a long time, I realized it was the best decision. And I came across, I really don't know how, but I came across Dean's book, The Millionaire.
Amazing book.
Exactly, yeah, it changed my life. I had never heard of him. Honestly, this book came from God. from where I didn't know this guy, and somehow next thing I know, I'm listening to his book, and it just opened my mind to so many opportunities. And I did the 7-level deep exercise on why I think my initial question was probably why I'm reading this book.
Yeah.
And I really want to be in the health industry, and that's where I just realized, okay, I need to make a business out of health, out of health coaching. What can I do? Nutritionist or naturopath? And then I came up with health coach, which was really like a good fit for me. So that's how I started, like thanks to this book that kicked me out of the comfort zone. And I studied at IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is an online school that normally is in New York, but for a few years now it's online. And that's what I've been doing since, doing some health coaching and helping people, getting healthier, knowing exactly what the food is good for them, what kind of food is good for them, getting back into shape, having some consistency, and that's really what I love doing.
Nice. Well, the 7 whys are great technique. They help so much. That's amazing. You discover it like that, what you really love. I bet it was hard at first to get really.
Last why was because this is what makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
I realized that being on the cruise ships, for instance, was it was just lush. I liked having the sun every day and coconuts, and it was very, very superficial. But it wasn't it wasn't fulfilling, especially because they also don't give you promotions that fast. So you can do best, you can do better, but the company just doesn't really like. So you don't really express your full potential. That was one thing I felt like I was put in a box where I could do so much more. But over there, it's tough to be creative in big corporations and say, hey, let's do this, let's do that. People are more like, well, there's a guideline here, so just calm down, girl. So that's why I'm very creative, and I really need to express that. So that was the best way.
Because being stuck at the box never helped you to really do and get your full potential.
Exactly, you are so limited. It's like you are using 10% of your potential. It's very frustrating.
Even less.
Less, probably. Yeah, it's super, super frustrating.
So how did you start your business?
Well, I first tried to start on my own, and I was super stubborn. I wanted to go to Toronto for so long, and I was trying to get a side job over there from France, so I could get a visa. And I just thought, I will get a job, and then on the side I will do my health coaching. And I realized I was not eligible for the visa, so I was kind of lost trying to have my Facebook page, and at the same time I didn't know anything about the social media, because I decided back in January to actually of this year, so 1 year ago, to actually delete myself from the social media.
Wow.
And
big move.
Yeah, I really liked it. It made so much free time for me in the day. It was crazy. And so, but then I thought, okay, now I'm going to do an online business. I need to get back online. But I really had no idea about all those rules and going lives and all those kind of things and having groups. And so I made some research, and I realized that I need a business coach. So after a few weeks of trying on my own, I called, the business coach that we both work with.
Yeah.
And from the
She's
first,
amazing.
yes, she's great. From the first 30-minute call that I had with her, the power call, I had after I took actions, and I already got the client after the first 30-minute call, and I was like, whoa, this thing is really working. Let's continue. So from then I've been working with her, and that's how I've been developing the business online. It's mainly online. I really want to go and network at events, but right now the city I'm in France is not really the best one for this. So when I'm in a better city, I will go and network face to face.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that to order to grow, sometimes you need to invest in some mentor, or even have some accountability buddy that will keep you going there. That's amazing that you did that step. And also that's great that you like disconnect from all the social media and you get back because you understand that's your online business. A lot of people also don't understand that's a great tool. You don't need to use it to swipe like an idiot. You need to use it in order to grow. That's amazing what you did.
Yeah, the potential of Facebook is incredible. The Facebook ads with everyone writing down their interest and their age. It's I mean, I would say it's the most powerful ads ever.
Definitely.
Ads on Facebook, honestly. Yeah, yeah, they're really very powerful.
So why did you start your business?
Why did I start my business as a health coach?
Yeah.
Because I want to. It sounds so. I really want to spread the message, spread the love of, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, stop neglecting yourself. Like we are going in such a fast pace. I have one of my friend right now. She's leaving work. She's finishing her job in the company she works at 10 p.m. And yes, and I'm just thinking people need help. Honestly, if people accept those kind of conditions, I mean, people need help, and it's not even her own company. She's working for someone. I realize how people are so disconnected from themselves, from their bodies. When I hear people coming to me, I feel like when they eat, it's just to fill them up. It's not to nourish themselves. So that's really what I want to share with people. Really want to spread this knowledge of reminding people that the food you put inside your body is there to nourish you and give you energy. So many people are actually coming to me because they don't have energy, and they don't have energy because they don't put the right fuel. It's not because
so important.
Everything comes to the same root, which is their nutrition, and that's really the knowledge that I want to give people, because not only you have a better life, you feel better inside your body, but you work better. You are much more efficient. You sleep better. You work better during the day, so you're in a better mood. So it's a win-win from all the aspects.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that what you eat, that's what you get. If you eat healthy food, they give you more gas during the day. And if you eat shit, you feel shit.
Exactly.
That's also with the people around you, around us. When we spend our time with the negative persons, a lot of time, we get that same vibe. Now, I don't say throw your friend, but I said watch who you give time to. Exactly. And what food do you put in yourself.
Exactly. It's all linked. It's also all a matter of energy. Also, the food has energy. So it's all a matter of energy.
Definitely. So how do you keep momentum and being the best version of yourself?
Okay, two things. My environment. I really need to, where I am, I really need to feel comfortable, feel at home. And I've had to move from different places to different places because I just couldn't feel at ease, feel at home. And if I don't feel comfortable where I am, I cannot be focused. I cannot work properly. I cannot get creative. It's like this first foundation that is not there. So I cannot go up and like create and work. And so this sounds really like superficial, but I really need to feel well in the environment where I am in order for me to be productive. And I would say the second thing is definitely meditation. Meditation gives me so many ideas. So many things from the business are coming from meditation. But just letting all the thoughts from the day going out and letting all the brand new coming in has really, it's an exercise that's just changed my life, really.
It makes a change like that, meditation, and a lot of people like putting it aside, but you have to just stay down for 10 minutes and just empty your mind, and gives a lot. Nice.
It's such a reboot, and it's like you're starting a brand new day inside your day, and it gives so so much ideas and
Yeah.
creativity. That really helps me staying on my track and be authentic. And because I often had at the beginnings, I was, you know, looking around what other people were doing. Oh, she's doing this, maybe I can do the same thing. And the more I meditate, the more I have my own ideas, and I'm like, okay, this, let's stay authentic here.
Yeah,
And also,
definitely.
it's,
Authenticity, it's a very important thing.
yeah, because it's very easy to copy everyone, you know, to see, oh, this is working for her, let's do the same thing. And actually you realize it's not so authentic.
Yeah, because someday it will wear off because they don't hear your real voice. They hear someone fake, like, or
Exactly.
maybe they will encounter the real person that doing it and say that person is fake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good to always get a new idea. So what is the biggest struggle you experience and how did you overcome it?
Okay, I would say that the struggle of my life was my weight. I would say 4 or 5 years ago. We are in what year? Yeah. I would say 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I had 9 kilos extra. So 9 kilos is 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Um, it doesn't like seem so much, but you know, when you live in Paris and everybody's so thin and everybody, you know, you're kind of like, whoa. It's especially in France, people look at each other a lot, like
Yeah.
stare. Actually, it's not even looking; it's staring. And
Wow.
so if you are not like perfect, like dressed perfect and have everything matching in terms of clothes and bags and shoes and hair, oh, it's you can feel like the pressure. And
Wow.
I realized that the cause of this weight was actually the fact that I didn't know what to eat. Actually, I had
Mm.
never learned what food was right for my body. I had never learned how to, yeah, how to eat properly. Actually, I think this is really something we should learn at school. Nutrition lessons for at least 1 or 2 years, because we just don't know. We grow up and we just eat whatever's in front of us, and we end up, you know, gaining weight. And we
Wow.
don't even know how to. Yeah, and how did I overcome? Basically, I started in a very curious way. I didn't expect any result. I started a raw food diet, and it worked really, really well for me. I lost everything in 3 months.
Wow.
And oh yeah, that was very powerful, and really effortless, because I didn't do any sports at the time, any workout or anything. But it's just, it has flushed out all the toxins, and at the same time it has flushed out all the extra fat, and that really worked for me. um Now I still eat also cooked food, but I also got the support from a woman that I now work with that is doing functional nutrition.
Mm.
And she really helped me knowing what kind of food is good for my body. After a full body check, like body diagnosis and nutritional diagnosis, she told me exactly my deficiencies. Um, we had a look at my health history from my parents and grandparents,
Wow.
and you know, all the things that were running inside in the families for generations. And so after all those, and blood tests, she asked me for blood tests and urine tests, and
Deep.
she knows exactly what food is good for you, what if you have any deficiencies, if you're lacking in something. And that
Wow.
really also has helped me to get a proper picture, you know what I was doing wrong, what I was doing right. And once
Like
I
create a real system.
exactly, that works for life, because your body is not really gonna change, you know. So
Yeah.
what I do is knowledge for life, and that's why I wanted to also partner up with her, because I wanted to offer this to my clients, not just the coaching, but the foundation that's gonna be with them through life. Once they have this knowledge about their bodies, it will not go away. It would always be there. It's like future proof knowledge. So that's, I would say that's one of the most important information anyone should have on their bodies.
Nice. Wow, that sounds amazing system right there. But also it sounds like it was very hard to live under stress all the time. The people like staring when you just walk on the street. It's only 9 kilos, but only it's still hard to lose it. A lot of people think, oh, it's only 9, but if it's not. It's the same process for everyone. We
Mhm.
all want sweet. We all want something salty, maybe. Depends what is your poison. But way to go. Amazing transformation you did.
Yeah, and I think it's all a matter of replacing. We all want sweet, we all want salt, but if you are, instead of taking like very sweet things, you replace with dates, or there is
Yeah.
all the sweet taste, you can find them in healthy food, and that's all the matter of knowing what kind of food can satisfy your cravings.
Nice.
Yeah, in order not
So,
to crave.
yeah. So, what is the biggest struggle your audience experience?
I would say it's the same thing. They do not know what food is good for their body types. The first thing when they come to me, they're going to talk to me about fatigue or about losing weight or about not having, not having the right food, or they just no motivation to work out, no motivation to wake up. But it's so many different consequences, but they all come from the same cause, which is the nutrition. So I really would say that they do not have the knowledge on
Mhm.
what food is good for their own bodies.
Nice. Can you share with us some golden nuggets that people can implement starting from today, that the audience that are listening?
Yeah, okay. For instance, in the morning, the drinking hot water with a one squeezed lemon
Mm.
uh, will really wake up the body in a very nice way, because first of all, the water will be warm, so it will already warm up all your digestive system. So when you're going to put food inside, the whole stomach will already be warm, and so your system won't have to warm it up before it digests, so it's less work for it. And the lemon, for instance, is going to burn the fat, burn the toxin, really nice things. First thing in the morning, for
Nice.
instance. um, yeah, it doesn't take
I,
much.
I will try it as myself as well.
Yeah, do this
Sounds
every
amazing.
morning, and it's a really, really nice way to wake up your body.
I will give it a shot. So, can you share with us some success stories that your clients experience with working with you?
Yeah, I have actually I have this family friend that I don't really consider him as a client, because I've just been coaching him for a few months completely for
Mm.
free, because he's a very close friend, and he has changed, sending me photos now. In just a few months, he now goes to the local market. In France, we have a lot of local markets, and he just sent me photos of his kitchen table full of fruits and veggies. When before he would not cook, like when he first reached out to me, he was like, "I don't cook. I eat at the restaurant from the company, and it's shitty food." And he was drinking 4 coffees a day and going to bed after midnight. And week after week, we really changed some, little things by little things.
Yeah.
And now he has a juice extractor, a blender. He's making smoothies and juices, coffees. He's going to bed at like 10:30. He's cooking all his meals. He first came to me because he wanted more energy, and I told him that we should reduce a little bit like the meat consumption, as the
Yeah.
meat, to digest the meat, your body needs so much energy. So all the energy that your body has is going to the digestion. So you have no more energy in the brain to work. You have no more energy in your muscles to get active. And so I told him, if you reduce the meat, you're gonna have much more energy overall. And it really worked for him. He's been
Nice.
much more in just, I would say, in just about 3 months, honestly.
Wow.
In just about 3 months, yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're gonna now do a more in-depth work into self-care, relationships, and also, yeah, self-care, self-awareness, and more me time, and things like this. It's going to be much more in the mind, because now in terms of like nutrition, he's on track.
Nice.
It's a,
Amazing.
yeah, it's like a full transformation, because I believe that health is everything. It's in the head, it's in your heart, it's in your relationships, it's in your relationship with yourselves, your relationships with your friends. It's an overall, even if you have a perfect diet and you have terrible relationships that make you feel empty and useless, and then you're not healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's a lot of different areas that you need to work on. So one at a time.
One at a time, but he progressed well. Nice.
Exactly, yeah. Well, that's where the accountability comes into the picture. It's one thing to tell them what to do. It's another thing to every week be there and check and hold
Yeah,
them accountable. Like, hey, has it been done? Show me. And they really have no excuse because it's very small, tiny shifts
yeah.
every week. But when you add up at the end of 1 month or 2 months, it's a huge transformation.
It's a massive action with small steps.
Exactly,
Amazing.
which I think leads to success in every, not just in health, but in business or in anything. Is, very small, consistent action.
Greatness from small beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're getting into the end of the interview, and I wanted to ask you if you can go back in time. What advice will you give to your younger self?
I would say learn how to master your ego. That little voice, that little scary voice inside you that's telling you you cannot do things. And I would say do not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself with others. We're all unique, and sometimes when you're young, you're always comparing yourself, and you think you need to
Yeah,
do everything like the others. Uh, Behavior or even your clothes. I know in France, everyone follows the fashion. Everybody needs to be dressed the same. So I would say don't compare yourself and master that little voice inside.
you heard that. Don't compare yourself.
Exactly.
Amazing. That's so true because when you're comparing yourself all the time to others, you feel low energy and you don't have the power to keep on
Exactly.
because you think, how can I become that? Don't compare it. You are, and you can be the best of yourself, the best version of
Yeah, we
you.
all
Nice.
have our own path. Yeah.
Love it. So if you had one chance to deliver a message that will stay written in history, what will it be?
It would be God is within you. If you let Him, He will guide you through every little thing that you want Him to guide you. That's what I would say. Do not to
Love
not to not worry about anything. I also read this thing that was saying if you live in the future, if you're anxious, you live in the future. If you're happy, you live in the present, and if you're sad, you live in the past. And I thought this was very, very powerful. It's just about
Yeah.
being right now and knowing that there's you're on the right path.
Damn right. Love it.
Yeah, there's no right or
So
wrong.
there's no right or wrong. So Celine, how can people know more about you?
People can find me on my page, Céline Coaching, but they can also add me on my private profile on Facebook. And I'm really happy to offer a free health assessment with myself for anyone that would reach out from you, and also 10% off the
Wow.
whole coaching program for anyone that would come, from your community. I would love this. Yeah.
Nice. So you heard her, special for the Rise Up show. You will get 10% off. So be sure to check out the link below and have an amazing day. By the way, Celine, thank you for being here. It was a pleasure to host you. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to get more tips and tricks to lift up your business and your game. And have an amazing and productive day. And I will see you next time again, Celine.
Thank you, Eden. Bye bye.